Elderhood. Elderhood. Doesn't that sound noble? Doesn't that smack of patriarchs and matriarchs and people in charge, wise people, leaders? When people talk about retirement now, it's become commonplace to realise that it could stretch up to a third of our lives. With me, it has. I've been retired for more than a third of my life. I'm 89, I've been retired 30 years. Work that out. People wonder about retirement. Generally, they don't think about it until they're in their mid-50s. And they think, wow, I better do something about retirement. Will I have enough money? That's the very first question they ask. Will I have enough money? As if that's the only thing to worry about. If it's the most important thing to worry about, it isn't. It isn't. We should start looking at our lifestyle probably in our 30s, so that by our 40s we've developed the right habits so that we will have a long and healthy and fit retirement. So many don't do that. It's often not until people are already just about retired and they think, wow, gee, I'm not really in good health. Maybe I should do something about it. Do it early. You don't have to become a gym junkie. Just keep your body reasonably athletically fit right throughout your life. And as far as your mind goes, generally speaking, if we're white-collar workers, then we use our minds a lot and we don't worry about that too much. In fact, even blue-collar workers, the same thing. And we don't generally find ourselves winding down mentally, most people, until they're in their possibly late 80s. Maybe it never happens at all. We know that people can get Alzheimer's, senility can set in, but don't get the impression that it's going to happen to you, or it happens even to most people. It does not. For some reason, there's a lot of negativity around old age, that we're going to become infirm, beyond walkers and in wheelchairs. I'm not saying that won't happen, but it shouldn't happen when you're only about 60, when you're just retiring. Maybe when you're over 90, and maybe even not then. I turn 90 next year. I don't use a walking stick. I can easily walk for half an hour a day with no trouble at all. I'm sure that you could probably do the same, providing you keep fit. So physical fitness, to my way of thinking, and mental capability, those two in tandem, are far, far more important than the amount of money you're going to retire with. Start working on the physical and the mental. Sure, subscribe to the superannuation scheme as much as you can when you're retiring, so that you will have enough money to forget about money. That's my tip here. Enough is as good as a feast. Now, if you waste it, as in a feast, if you throw the turkey out and stick by the sausages, in other words, if you go on a long, long holiday and do all your superannuation and all your income, all the investments are gone, and then you're a pauper. So many people do that. It's not wise. Remember, you might be feeling very flush with money when you actually retire. Most people, in fact, I would say most people, in the Western world anyway, are at their richest point when they retire. Quite often we own our own homes, we have money in the bank, we have no debts, and we're given a payout. Now that payout could be quite substantial, but you've got to remember, you can't just go out and spend it. It's got to be invested so that it'll keep you going, so that you can forget about it and get on with the real job of living. So what is the real job of living? Experiencing life. Experiencing it. And after a while you'll realise that you have to have a purpose. You have to have some motivation. You have to be able to mix with other people, enjoy their company, grow as a person. So in retirement you have the freedom to do this. Freedom that you never had before. All those extra hours where you used to commute to work and work. And talk about work afterwards, perhaps with the boys or the ladies. Those days will be gone. You'll have all this extra time on your hand. What are you going to do with it? You're an elder now. An elder. A leader. A teacher. Get out there and teach what you know. Use your wisdom to help other people get through their life problems. You're now, what do they call it? You're in elderhood. Elderhood. Isn't that wonderful? And it could last for a long, long while. So, take my tips. Keep physically fit. Keep mentally well and fit. And keep motivated. Have enough money, of course, to forget about money. And enjoy your retirement in your elderhood.